What's up guys, Greg here and welcome back to the shop, and today's video is for all of you Jeep Wrangler JL fans. Now the new Wrangler is a great machine. It's more comfortable and even more technologically refined than its predecessor, yet still very capable off-road. But just like the JK, it still needs some improvement for serious wheeling over rough terrain. Now this new X1 mid-width rear bumper from Torxe is a significant upgrade over the OE bumper in every way: appearance, toughness, and capability, so let's take a closer look at it. Of course, right away you can see the no-nonsense, purposeful design, the chiseled, multifaceted shape that's all about functionality. This heavy-duty bumper is constructed from heavy-gauge steel, so it's gonna have the strength and rigidity that you want to protect your Jeep and ward off rocks and tree limbs out on the trail. And to ensure durability and complete the look, Torxe did give it a textured black powder coat finish over the entire piece that's tough enough to withstand scrapes and damage, and of course protect it from corrosion. Now this is a mid-width bumper. Now combine the reduction in width with the bevel edges that angle upward at the corners, and you have yourself a substantial improvement in departure angle clearance, so you won't get hung up or lose traction when you're coming down off an obstacle. Well, now that we covered the aesthetics, let's check out the functional details that will help you get more out of your Jeep. Now, as you can see, there are cutouts on each side of this bumper where you can install flush mount LED lights. Now, having more light at the rear of your Jeep can really come in handy when you have to back up on a dark trail, or for even when you're hitching up a trailer at night, which you'll now be able to do thanks to the X1 bumper's integral 2-inch receiver hitch. Now there are attractive perforated covers that can go over each cutout if you don't want to mount the lights, but they can also be installed over cube mount lights for additional protection. And if you do get stuck or you need to pull a buddy out that is stuck, there are 2 welded on D-ring shackle mounts that will provide quick attachment points for straps or rope. But the feature that really sets this X1 bumper apart from ordinary off-road rear bumpers is the optional swing out spare tire carrier. Now for a Jeep that's only driven on public roads and only really gets jarred from an occasional pothole, the OE tailgate mounted tire carrier will probably be okay. But if you're watching this, we're assuming that you're going to use your Jeep for its intended purpose, and shock and twisting forces transmitted through the body of the Jeep by rough terrain can result in the weight of the spare to put excess stress on the tailgate hinges. Now combine that stress by the additional weight of possibly an aftermarket custom wheel and larger diameter tire, and you can be looking at tailgate hinges that can sag and even fail over time. The X1 bumper's heavy-gauge steel construction also makes it really capable of bearing the weight of a heavy-duty off-road spare tire and wheel assembly. The spare tire carrier does pivot on a hinge attached to the bumper, so the bumper can actually support the spare tire and allow the carrier to swing out away from the body when you want to open the tailgate. Now, like the bumper, the Torxe spare tire carrier is made from high-strength steel for durability, and it will stay looking good thanks to the damage and corrosion-resistant textured black powder coat over the entire piece, and it's also going to match the finish perfectly on the bumper. There are also provisions for mounting the factory backup camera and even third brake light, and when you do combine the generous bumper cutout at the bottom with the tire carrier's adjustability, you've got yourself plenty of room for a larger wheel and tire assembly in the future. The Torxe X1 bumper mounts at the same exact locations as your OE bumper, so no drilling or fabrication is required. All the necessary mounting brackets and hardware are included in the kit, and only basic hand tools are needed for this installation. Well guys, that's going to wrap up my review today of the Torxe X1 mid-width rear bumper with optional spare tire carrier. So if you want to upgrade your JL Wrangler with some awesome, aggressive looks, serious off-road chops, and a lot more capability than the OE bumper, head over to Carid.com right now and check out this Torxe bumper for yourself. And hey, while you're there, feel free to browse through our extensive inventory and check out all the other great accessories from Torxe. And as always, I'm Greg from Carid.com, and I'll see you guys next time.